Really appreciate you joining me. It's been nice. We haven't talked in a little bit, but how has it been being back home?
Being back home is like my favorite. It's just my family's all here, and the hometown's so supportive of my career, which is always just really, I'm grateful for that. And I love to golf, and I'm kind of all over the place when I'm home, like always seeing my family and golfing and working out, stuff like that. So it's just been really, really relaxing and good for the head.
And I'm guessing with COVID, is this the first time that you've seen majority of your family since last year?
Yeah, I haven't seen any family since I left, and like maybe September 1st of last summer before the season. So, definitely it's too bad I haven't been able to see them, but they were pretty happy with the year, and even more happy just to hang out.
Good, good. I'm glad to see that it looks like things are starting to open up. Hopefully on both sides of the border now. So it looks like your summer will be a little bit more eventful than maybe last year.
Yeah, I mean, just kind of rolling with the punches. You know how it is, and everybody's just kind of trying to be safe and follow the guidelines. But of course, it'd be nice to, we're all ready to go out for dinner and see our friends. So if that's the case, it'll be a lot of fun.
Absolutely, it'll be nice to spend a little bit of time on a patio rather than being stuck inside for every single day.
Oh, that sounds fantastic.
When it came to COVID, during the season, how did you kind of keep yourself, I guess, busy or lack for a better term of going crazy while you guys were stuck? Because I'm assuming majority of the rules and regulations with the teams were pretty strict.
Yeah, I mean, our NHL and even more specifically with our team, with the Leafs, it was extremely strict. And, like for me, I just kept myself sane. I love to cook, and, I couldn't go to the grocery store this year, which was unfortunate with the rules, but I could still order groceries and then, kind of plan out what I was going to make. And with the amount of games we were playing, you kind of get into a nice little routine, and you don't have that much time off. Like, you're pretty much playing every other night. So, you know, kind of go to practice, come home, play some Call of Duty with the guys, kind of like you're hanging out with them in person, but you're just playing online, and that was really fun. And then just make a nice dinner. That was kind of my day.
So, what is the signature dish for Jack Campbell?
Oh man, I'm pretty simple. I'm a like meat and potatoes kind of guy. I love making potatoes and corn. Corn's my favorite. So I'll usually do a baked potato and corn on the cob, and then throw a protein with it. Probably if I was having you over for a nice meal, I'd probably pick up like a nice big tomahawk steak, and we could feast on the.
Tomahawk steaks are one of my favorites, so I think I'm going to have to take you up on that offer at some point.
Hey, we'll figure it out. That would be awesome.
Okay, so let's get into the nitty gritty a little bit. You've had a little bit of time to, I guess, think about the season and how everything went down and how it finished. What do you believe may have been the reason that you guys couldn't close out the first round series against the Canadians?
I mean, I always just look at it what I could have done better, and I just think I thought we played well enough to win the series in 5 games, and that game 5 was kind of my off game of the series, and unfortunately, that kind of was the opportunity to close out a team that was super desperate, as everybody saw, and that kind of was the turning point, not being able to close them out in 5, and I take complete ownership of that, and something I'll learn from. And it's hard to close a team out, so that was a really good learning lesson. Just when you get the opportunity, you got to make the most of it.
Right, and based on your statistics, you played really well, and you almost even outplayed your counterpart in Carey Price. So, why are you, or what makes you sometimes be really hard on yourself, even though that obviously you played your part to a T, and it's been one of the best goaltending performances for the Leafs in playoffs in quite some time?
I mean, for me, it's just I don't evaluate based on numbers or necessarily who I'm playing against. It's just I know how well I can play, and I'm not going to sit here and shred myself. I still have confidence. I played well, but I just know there's another level that I can get to, and I'm going to get to, and ultimately it's about winning. So it was really fun to go toe to toe with Price. He's such an amazing goalie, and but at the end of the day, he beat me, and that's all that matters. And I won't forget that next year.
Right. And then I know with the injury to Frederick Anderson kind of opened the door for you this year. Was it something that you knew you had in all along, or is this something that did you change anything in your game to kind of get you up to a higher level than you've been in the past?
That's a good question. I mean, I've always believed that I had the talent to be a number one guy and a top guy. But you need the opportunity, and you got to kind of make the most of it, and you don't really necessarily get a lot of chances. So I'm just grateful for the opportunity Sheldon gave me, and obviously with the great team we had, it allowed me to have some personal success, and we had some great team success as well. So and then a big part is Steve Briere, my goalie coach there, and Freddie's goalie coach. Steve does such a great job of doing so much work for us, and he puts in so much time and trying to find things that we can work on and be ready to play. So he definitely helped me so much, and I'm super grateful for him.
With your relationship with Frederick Anderson, did it change at all with the I guess the change in the crease with you kind of taking over the number one role? Is your relationship still really good? And did he kind of push you to kind of get a little bit better as well?
It's not like I'm just saying it either. It's actually every day I think about that question, and it's actually crazy how just an amazing person Freddie is. And like even when he was injured early in the year, and I was going on that record streak, every single game he was one of the first guys to message me, kind of pumping my tires and making me feel good. And at that point he still didn't have to do that, and it was such a great teammate to do that. And then obviously when Sheldon allowed me to get the opportunity to play in the playoffs, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little like nervous just because I love, we're boys, and he's such an amazing guy, and obviously that's probably a change that he's not used to. But you know what, he was so supportive, didn't change at all, and we're still boys to this day, and he's a heck of a goalie, and I love being partners with him and learning from him, and I can't speak enough about Freddie's character and his talent as well.
It's good to have good teammates, and I guess when it's such a unique situation, I guess it's hard to navigate depending on the situation, especially if you've never really been there before.
Totally.
So you've been here now for just over a year and change now since you were acquired from Los Angeles. What do you think of the overwhelming support that you've had with the fans? Because you seem in a very short time, you've kind of become a very large fan favorite in Toronto.
Yeah, it's been absolutely incredible, and that's part of the reason that I'm hard on myself. I've always been that way, but now it's kind of at another level because I just want it so bad for the fans and for the organization, the management, the way they treat us, and it's just a special place to play. And it's just incredible. Especially I guess for myself, the fans being so supportive. If I have a great game, a bad game, I give up a bad goal, whatever. Like everybody's just been incredible. And I try not to read anything or do that, but you still see stuff and people share things with me, and it means a lot. And I just want them to know that it makes me work even harder. And I'm definitely going to be working to be even better next season for them.
And does being in Toronto, how does it compare to your time in Los Angeles?
Well, LA was an incredible place for me. Obviously, super early in my career, struggled and couldn't really find myself as a person or as a goalie. And then going to LA, that my teammates there, both in Ontario and the AHL, and then the Kings guys were unbelievable. Like, took me in right away, and just treated me like I was on the Kings already. And then once I eventually made the team, it was like we were all best friends for a long time, and that meant a lot. And then obviously the organization giving me a shot, Dean Lombardi trading for me, Bill Ranford really helping my game, and Dusty Emu as well. And they just kind of set me up for success. And that first full year up was a huge year for me, and kind of gave me the confidence that I could be a number one guy. And that's what I believed. And then obviously going to Toronto, I'm just pretty spoiled with the places I've played and the people that I have in my life.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's a big culture shock difference a little bit between Toronto and Los Angeles, but it seems like you've been having good luck with the last two places you've been at. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'm just spoiled. We've had great we've had great teammates, great coaches, great fans, and obviously two great cities and a lot to do in both. Great food and just a lot of great stuff. And it's kind of funny. Toronto and LA, such different parts of the climate and things like that, but they're both just spectacular places to play.
That's good to hear. And then the last thing I'm going to ask you is just what do you have any plans for the summer? Any sort of travels you think you're going to do? And are you doing any sort of training or anything like that this summer?
Yeah, so right now I'm kind of using my vacation time back home to see my family and friends in Port Huron, all my high school buddies. And it's just great to catch up with everybody. And obviously, I got to work on my golf game. It's pretty bad, but it's getting better. And then, in another week or so, I'm going to be hitting the ground running pretty hard on the training. And it's, I love going into the gym and getting better every off season. So I'm really looking forward to making some strides and staying healthy next season. And yeah, just giving the fans an even better season next year.
Perfect, man. Well, I really appreciate it. I really appreciate you sitting down with me or talking to me for a little bit. I wish you best of luck this summer, and I can't wait to get together again once you're in Toronto.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. And if you want to do another one of these in person, like on the video, I apologize. I've been driving all over, so I haven't really had time to sit down and do like a Zoom, but we can do whatever when we get back and throw up a tomahawk on the grill.
Not a problem, man. I can definitely get behind that for sure.
All right, man. Well, thank you so much, and I'll see you soon.
All right. Talk to you later, man.
See you later. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.